Hello, mamas. Let's talk about something that is truly transformative and something every woman needs to know, and that is the beauty and importance of a normal physiological birth. And a normal physiological birth is basically a woman who is in tune with her innate guidance. There are no medical interventions involved. She is bringing her baby earthside vaginally, and she is truly standing in her innate power during this time. She is working with her bodily rhythms, allowing the necessary hormones to flow freely. She's not inhibited by any means. The normal physiological birth process is more than just how babies are born. It is actually the safest, most natural, and empowering way to bring life earthside. And it is also a rite of passage. It's a moment where your body and your baby are working in perfect harmony together, being supported by nature's design. So if you want to learn more on the importance of a normal physiological birth and why it's important to protect this sacred process, then keep watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Her Sacred Cradle. My name is Renata DeCastro. I am an Ayurvedic practitioner, birth and postpartum doula. I am passionate about helping women to holistically optimize their pelvic health for better births, for fertility, digestion, and so on. And so part of my job is to help women feel empowered in their birth experience. So let's continue with our discussion on the normal physiological birth process. So a normal physiological birth is an undisturbed birth process. So a woman is not being injected with pharmaceuticals. She is not getting cervical checks every so often. She is doing this on her own, and of course with the support of others in the room if she wishes, but she is listening to her body and she's being led by her baby and her body. And when left undisturbed, it is the safest way to give birth. Your body knows how to give birth. You just need to be in the right environment, surrounded by the right support team. Because you are in your most vulnerable moments during labor and birth, you want to make sure that the people that are in attendance of the birth of your child are able to support the sacred process of a normal physiological birth. You also want your environment to be conducive for this as well, because labor can slow down or take a little bit longer when you are in an environment that you don't necessarily have full control over. And that is why I'm a huge advocate for home births. Another reason why a normal physiological birth is the most optimal way to give birth to a child is because it is helping them with their microbiome. Babies born vaginally receive microbiota through entering the vaginal canal. This is seeding their gut with the good bacteria and helping them to strengthen their immune system, providing them those building blocks for their immune system for life outside of the womb. Another reason why a normal physiological birth is optimal is because your recovery is shorter and optimal. You are able to heal a lot faster. And this sets you up to bond with baby right away and just be present and fully aware and connected to your body as well as your baby and your baby's needs. And this is also an important note to make, that when you are fully within your senses during labor and birth and fully connected to the experience, it is truly empowering to be aware of what is happening within your body and being in tune and going with the flow. If medical interventions were introduced to this experience, a lot of women lose their senses and are not able to be fully aware during the entire experience. And when their baby is finally born, they may not be in the most optimal state to start bonding with their baby. And this also affects breast milk supply and whatnot. And lastly, it is a sacred rite of passage. Birth is not a medical event. It is an initiation, a powerful transformation. And this is your opportunity to connect with your innate wisdom, your strength, and your spiritual foundations. Unfortunately, a normal physiological birth process is not optimally supported at all in the system. The system often focuses on risk management, control, and liability, and it's not set up to support the normal variations of labor and birth. So for example, breech positions, longer labors, meconium in the fluid are often treated as emergencies rather than variations. So this is why it's important to surround yourself with a birth team that is familiar with the normal physiological birth process and know how to support the normal physiological birth process. And better yet, it's the most optimal thing to birth at home. So here are just a few tips where you can set yourself up for success in order to embrace the normal physiological birth process. So number one, choose the right team. Work with midwives, work with doulas, work with women who are knowledgeable in the normal physiological birth process. Number two, educate yourself. Understand what is a normal variation of birth and what is an actual complication. Knowledge is power. Number three, create the right environment. Privacy, dim lighting, minimal talking, a space that helps you to release oxytocin. It sounds so small, but these are things that actually make a huge difference in your labor and birth experience. And lastly, trust your body. Your body was designed to give birth. So trust the process and lean into the support around you. But the normal physiological birth process is not just about trusting the process, it is about trusting in yourself. It is about stepping into your power, knowing that your body was perfectly designed for birth. And remember, this normal physiological birth process is not just to benefit you, it's also about how you bring your baby into this world. What it means for them is that they are getting a smoother transition earthside, a healthier microbiome, and a powerful beginning to their life. Empower yourself, advocate for your birth, and share this video with mamas who need to hear this message. It's time to reclaim the sacredness of birth. Thank you for watching. Remember, trust the process, but more importantly, trust in yourself. I hope to see you in the next video.